we go. Put this here, put that there, get the link posted to Discord.
I don't sing for anyone in particular. Still, if someone stops to listen, I hope it provides a moment of peace all the same.
Okay, there it is. Still working off screen, I know. Okay, there we go. There. That is all. There's up. Alright. So... look at all this saved up resin. I have been collecting some artifacts. We have begun on the process. We've only got 9 days left. And we'll only have 4 days with this turned on. Yeah. Anyway, we'll have to try to get the characters built. We'll have to try to get it all together in the time limit. Alright, first thing to do today is... you've got mail. Including some Primo Gems. Since update. It's a pretty good amount. It's a pretty good amount of free stuff. Also, I have even more of these. You know, it's nice. 20 here, 20 there. It adds up. Though honestly, considering that I spend quite a few hours on these hangouts, I mean, I could have probably beaten an entire game in the amount of time it took me to do these. Still, it adds up. These in particular will be handy because we have somebody who needs guides to resistance. He eats them for his talents. You know, it's annoying, like, you'll get a cool path that's actually fun and interesting with a character, and then they'll have 4 paths that are really boring in their hangouts. Alright, and finally I did Toma. Not that I really have a lot of Inazuman characters who can make use of guides to transients or anything. So many more. So many more. Okay. Limited time rewards. Oh, we'll come back to that. Alright. Next. Now it's calculating all of my new finds. Lighter than air pancakes. Oh, I got a bunch of adventure XP. That's good. I guess.
Would you like to go moon gazing? You can sit in my rocking chair and admire the view. Or we could go to the moon and gaze down at Tefat. Whatever you prefer.
It takes so much adventure XP to get anywhere at this point. It's still going. Still going. Well, you know, XP is always good to have. Ah, I think that was it. Okay. Next up, we have the Battle Pass. Not a whole lot on the Battle Pass yet, but, you know, it's a little bit. The fragile resin's always good. XP is always good. Artifact XP. But we need to make more progress on that. Now, believe it or not, I am running out of people that I can actually use this for. After Jean, there'll only be one person left. And then I'll be completely out of people that I can even temper thyself. I'll stop being able to use these. That doesn't seem very good. Alright. As all falls to emptiness, I have 40 days and I'll get some Primo Gems. I don't have to do this right this second though, lots of time. It does come with a new boss battle though. Alright, we've got test runs for Nicole, Durin, a Prune, that was her name, and for some reason Razor and Fischl. Well, I've done Fischl before, so it just gives me that. But yeah, we're gonna do these test runs. Let's see, what is this? Oh right, she has a new quest. I don't even see a time limit on this. Does this have a time limit? Doesn't say. Oh, I'm bad at these. I'm bad at those. Go play some Wonderland! You're really desperate to get me to play that, aren't you? Why did you give all your costumes to these things? There's all these characters people would love to spend money to get costumes for, and you put them on the one character that nobody's using. Doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so yeah, we don't have to do these right away, but we should probably hit the test runs first. Yeah, but imagine how much more people would like it if the costumes were on characters like Moika. If they gave Moika a riding jockey clothing set and then swapped the motorcycle out for a nightmare, oh, so many people would buy that costume. Compare that to what they're getting for a frickin' mannequin. Just makes no sense. Anyway, I think I know how Nicole kind of works. I did look at her. So, she puts up a shield, which is fancy looking for some reason. Supposed to be a pretty good shield. She buffs attack.
Heaven's will, made
She
mine.
makes staircases.
Begone.
Alright. Yeah, but it's weird because it's a fire shield. You know, you'd expect, when you hear a fire shield in a video game, you kind of expect that it's going to burn the enemies. It's going to be like an immolation effect.
A turning point in fate!
Such defiance. Our little secret.
Charge!
Are you sure that you're showcasing Nicole? Because I feel like you're showcasing Varka right now.
Begone. I live within you. Enhanced Animo Module 75.
The story has only just begun!
Alright, finish him. It dies while he's in mid-animation. Yeah. I mean, Nicole seems good. She seems like she would be good for a bunch of characters, but I'm gonna give her a pass. I don't know, I don't really care for Durin one way or the other, honestly. Yeah, I've done him before. He's complicated and weird.
Get back! Stay away from me!
Boing, boing, boom! Sparks and blast! Jumpy, dumpy, duck!
Burst forth! Moments of birth!
I'm going in!
Devouring claw! Element for the earth!
Blow them all up! Boing, boing, boom! Boom!
Live! Witness my great undertaking!
I have this funny feeling that when Alice comes out, she's gonna combo with Cleve.
This is burning!
She's gonna somehow make Cleve really powerful.
Jumpy, dumpy, go!
Come into being! Feel this ancient power!
Everybody stand back!
Thunder!
Alright, next up we've got to try Prune. Alright, Prune, this is your one chance to sell yourself to me. Why should I possibly hire a witch hunter who's never actually going to successfully kill a witch? She throws hammers and she has air. Mm-hmm. Durin is Zealing Pro Max. Well, that's one way to look at him, I guess. Alright. I think we should start.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Thunder! Stay away from me!
Long, hammer home! My turn!
Alright, Varka. Get in on it. Man, I want Varka. I wouldn't have any of the things that would make him work, but he's just cool. The moment I turned Varka on, everything just evaporated. Everything was just wiped out in an instant. I don't think I've ever used Razor. Aside from the fact that you use electricity, I don't really know anything about what you do.
I'm a rock! Can't handle your... By royal decree!
Final warning! Now's our chance!
I don't remember Mika. Who was Mika? Oh yeah, I guess I did test you once before. I remember the wolf thing. Oh, no, that's pretty cool.
Pew pew! Diana special! Midnight, Fantastic!
Engaging! Leave the wounded to... Get back! I taste...
Razor, the original,
Midnight Phantasm. Now's our chance!
I guess, Night Soul user before Night Soul existed. That's basically, in effect, what he does. You know, if you gave him a movement ability, he would have been happy in that one. He would have fit right in. Let me dump my resin real quick, and then we'll move along. A cartographer. Have I met him before? I feel like the name is familiar.
Wait. Go, homie!
You got this!
Be cleansed! Lofty
All right.
wisdom will show us the way!
Crunch, crunch, crunch. And you are down. I don't know why they even bother making me fight. Just might as well just be a vending machine. I put resin in and artifacts come out. Alright, we ended up with... Actually, we finally got a good feather for the Crimson Rich set. Alright, I don't need any more feathers. Could you just give me, like, all the other pieces that I need now? It would be good.
Surge. Show 'em, Lumi!
All the light shut. Arrogant and presumptuous. Divine light, shield them.
Alright, and done. How about a goblet? A pyro goblet with double crit. Ha! No, that's not what I'm looking for. Usually it gives me a lot of lava walker garbage. I'm gonna end up using that stupid typewriter in the end. I just know it. Alright, let's see. We have a new domain. Let's take a quick peek at it. Do I have to go up there? I think that's in that empty area. Where are those spots that let me turn into a moth? Well, I suppose a little climbing won't hurt me any. Should have switched to Moika. We could have driven halfway up the cliff. I'm afraid that how good I can and can't climb has been a little warped by the amount of time I've spent on a motorcycle driving up walls. It's no big deal though. I've got plenty. Here you go. Have one of these. Just a little bit more. You've almost done it. Okay. There's one. Did they add any... They added a chest? Wait a minute, did they add a bunch of stuff to the areas? Hold on a second. I'm still at 100%. So what's this then? Was that always there?
Wayne.
You got this. The light compels you. Be cleansed. The sky's clear. The glazed moon shines. There is no harm in claiming the forsaken possessions.
I'll look around a little. It might just be because we're really close to the domain. Poor trees. That's a lot of wind. I should be right on top of it. Oh, here it is. Alright. New artifacts. And 5 more Primo Gems. I don't think that they've added a bunch of stuff. I don't. But I will look. Okay. I think they just put one chest near the thing. I think that's all they did. Yeah, this is still empty. Okay. Alright, well, we've had a busy day. We're over 13,000 now. And climbing. On the question of Bennett, I should be able to level you up a couple more times for even more attack power. Yeah, I can get him to level 9. Just barely. But I can get him to level 9. That's pretty good. That is satisfactory. On the question of artifacts, I have an acceptable hat. It's not good, but at least it's crit rate. Yeah. So I have an acceptable hat. He can stick to the Pyro Goblet. We just got a really good feather. Look at this thing. So let's go ahead. Let's put these on. Okay. He sticks to that. We don't have a great flower. We really don't. But this is the big problem. We just keep getting elemental mastery, which is no good. We need an attack sands. Or a pyro goblet. Until I roll one of the two, he's just not done. So I'm going to have to keep fishing for artifacts for him a little bit longer. He's almost ready. He's almost ready. Yeah, just one of these two. As for our thingamabob, it's actually ready to produce things again. And I'm going to end up using it. But I don't think I want to use it on anything for Dialux specifically. I just don't think he deserves it. He is unworthy. No. I may print artifacts for Bennett, though.
Benny's Adventure Team!
Would you shut up, Bennett? Alright, and then that leaves you. I still haven't brought this up to 90. Oh, you're in the wrong form right now. You're in water form. But yeah, we still need to set her up. And when I do all the artifact leveling, it's gonna be rough. It's 3 characters at once. Yeah, it's gonna be all artifacts for the next week. As many as I can get a hold of. If I print out the ones for Bennett, then all I need to do is get one more for Dialux. And then I can focus on the Traveler's artifact set. Alright, well, what do we want to do? Gilded Dream is usable. I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion on her artifact set. She's gonna end up changing elements and using different elements in different, she's really Imaginarium theater only. So she needs to be able to be any element as needed. Well, she'll never need to be Earth. I'll always have plenty of Earth, Water, and Ice characters, I think. But she could be Dendro, she could be Fire, she could be Animo. She could be any of them. I'm only like a month and a half away from the 1-year anniversary of me playing Genshin. I feel like I should make a video for that. It would be really cool if I could finish Fontaine in that time. I mean, it'd be really cool if I could finish Fontaine and Natlin, but that's not very likely. That does not seem very likely. Speaking of Fontaine, I think I want to start with these. I want to unlock City Reputation and Commissions before I do anything else. And then after that, we can do whatever we want. We have options. Yeah. As I said, I don't have a strong opinion on her artifact set. EM could be valuable to a bunch of potential characters. I just don't really expect a whole lot out of the Traveler, I guess. Especially if I'm not building into a specific element for her. Being flexible sounds great on paper, but it means she's not going to be good at any one thing. Why are we talking about the weather? I'm not here to talk about the weather. There we go! A troubleshooter! Yes! Oh, it seems too gosh, unbecoming of the standards of a publication like ours. Yes, Ethan has substantial room for growth when it comes to coining new words. As long as I get to shoot the trouble, being a troubleshooter isn't bad at all. Alright, humanity. Okay. Alright. Oh! I didn't actually have to do anything? Oh no, I'm not able to take requests yet. I'm not allowed to do things that would get me, I don't have enough reputation to gain reputation. I need to unlock one of these. That means I need to do something here. Yeah. Any random quest ought to do. Okay. Interview? Your interview was complete before you even arrived! So you didn't even you interviewed someone else? Alright.
A good newspaper should be a lighthouse.
Oh, that was easy. Moving on to commissions for Fontaine. Let's go have a word with Catherine. Hey, Goth. A Noblesse set? No, we could do a Noblesse set. As I said, I don't have a strong opinion on it. I figure I'd just give her one of the support sets and call it a day. quest completed again. Wow, oh boy, that was,
Add Astro.
ooh, what a quest that was.
Thank you for completing. Add Astro.
Okay. And I'll take all your Mora.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Alright. Now I need to do one more some kind of quest, and there's one over here, so that I can unlock the other things I need to unlock. Whoever you are, you're probably good enough. Tell me, what is your disorder? I will cure it. The weather today is simply wonderful, so I've heard. Why, such elegant names, if you say so. Paimon can't stand more of this. It is, with a glance, it's obvious that you're uncivil. That you're unsatisfied with being bathed in the soft lights of the city, but feel the call of the wild, which will never be illuminated by bright city lights. Yes, just like the heroes in the operas. Uh-huh. I knew it. Those of the Adventure Guild are beggarly. Courageous warriors with all the heart to unlock the deepest mysteries of the world. They wake with their eyes to the stars above and sleep with their backs to the abyss below. Where there is an unknown domain, there's adventure who simply must explore it, bravely bursting beyond the brim. Cannot help how your gaze focused on many things. Perhaps you wish to study the sublime arts, or intricate clockwork mecha, or advanced civic culture. That's okay, I guess. The long and glorious tradition of gourmet culture. Naturally, you must often take meals in the great outdoors, and thus have unfortunately limited your ability to sample the breadth of Fontaine's superb cuisine. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Have you heard of the Lilliputian treasure? A lost treasure passed down in Fontaine for centuries. Okay. Alright. So, conspirators. The conspiracy was exposed, and the distinguished members of the Forum engaged a thrilling battle. But were defeated. Okay. It's overflowing with nothing but gold, I'm sure, uh-huh. More money than Morax? Well, I've met the guy. That's not saying much. You could probably find more money than Rex Lapis has in, in your couch cushions. Okay, underwater ruins. Alright, we'll go for a swim. Please allow me to prepare diving equipment. No, I don't need that. Vision holders? Oh no, we're not even that. We just don't need to breathe. It's 'cause we're space people. Alright, sure, why not? Alright. You place a mist flower wrapped in cloth to lower the temperature. That's the weight. Well, it's underwater. So, where's your air hose? Do you have an air tank? Alright, so where are we going? No, really, where are we going? Excuse me. What? No, that's not it. This must be it. Okay, that way. I found 200 more in a jar. Is this your treasure? Rotting wood. Boy, you know, people can't just dump their trash underwater like this. Alright. Well. I imagine it'd be a little bit tricky in your diving suit to go down here. Be constantly worried about how much air you have. There appears to be a treasure chest just floating in the middle of the room. Leaking air eternally. Underwater combat feels so strange. I'll grab this. Oh, hey, a key. Stop dead at the gate ahead. And who were these companions? Well, that seems like a whole lot of kelp. Alright. What if the prophecy is already true? What if the entire population of Fontaine already drowned, the Archon already cried, and we're just looking at a bunch of fake people? Fake people that melt if you spray them with water. What if Fontaine's already gone? Alright, I need that. I don't think that you and your companions came this way before. There's too many barriers that haven't been broken. I don't know. I prefer the blades. But I mean, I guess this gets the job done. But I prefer the stingray blades. It's a better power. Shame I'm not Mega Man and can just open my inventory and change powers. Oh well. Armored shields. Or is that so? Because I don't see any armored shields. Where does this take me? Oh, just to the corner? Okay, never mind. I'll just swim around, thanks. It's not really obstructing me any. Alright, who left a Sumeru bot here? That's a Sumeru triangle bot. King Deshret, were you trying to steal the water from this place? That's a good plan. You just need to get a bag big enough to carry it all. They make magic bags that are bigger on the inside around here. Something's targeting me. Oi. Well, that didn't hurt it any. Well, this isn't good. They've got homing attacks. I need another power. More King Deshret stuff. Let's move along. Well, first of all, would you please... Thank you. Alright, next. I missed something important over here. We have to go back. Where is it? It's here. Oh, come on, it's near me. It's gotta be down then, right? Where is it? There's an Oculus here, somehow. Oh, if I could only do something about these! Stupid things. I swear it's right here. Huh. This is new. Huh. Twitch just gave me a thing. Oh, okay. Thank you. I don't think Twitch ever did that before. That was weird. Anyway, I can't do anything about those. I feel like I have to figure out how to break it to get the Oculus. Probably. Ooh. There is much about the undersea world I have yet to learn. Beyond the door. Alright, well, I'm sure I can figure something out. If we get a pocket of air, I can probably try to heal with, Cameras? Aren't cameras supposed to be a relatively new invention? This would have had to have been flooded very recently. I mean, the game's never told me for how many years cameras have been around, but presumably not all that long. Well, no key has been found. Alright, I need some slimes or something. Ancient? Why did we find an ancient log? I was assigned to the same lab. I was nervous at first, since everyone said he was a child prodigy. Since the disaster, such people have become even more precious. I thought he's the star of the Institute, and was recommended by the higher-ups. He'd be full of himself. But he's much better than I expected. He's not especially nice or anything. No obvious symptoms. I made a huge mistake. I knocked over an ancient geometry machine that took a lot of effort to bring back from the desert ruins. Okay, they are bringing them from the desert. But then the machine came to life and messed everything up. Though he's a lot younger than me, he's really smart. I can't believe that he managed to tame that machine. Maybe taming isn't the right word. Maybe the engineers will look down on me for using it. But it really did feel like taming. I know the current clockwork machines pretty well, so I can tell the huge technological gulf between the two. Ignoring structure, if we can't solve the power source problems, then it'll make it difficult to make any meaningful progress. But I still have to be careful. I've never seen Elaine angry, and don't want to find out what he looks like when he gets angry. A few minor symptoms have appeared. Took the day off. I can hardly believe it. Elaine came to visit me and even brought his sister. She's cute and not afraid of strangers. We discussed the idea of a thinking machine based on gems and tape circuits. I use the word discussed, but actually I just said things like, "Oh, that's really amazing. How will you do that?" Whenever he paused. I didn't make any real contributions. He was really into it, though, and behaved very differently than he does in the lab. His little sister is probably smarter than me. A research assistant. I guess it isn't that boring when it flares up, but I want to return to the Institute and help as soon as I can. The additional machines. The additional machines got here. The previous ones are no longer usable since they were completely dismantled, but it did clear up a lot of things, at least according to him. Something about it being driven by elements in the ley lines, but we can't recreate it with our current level of industrial precision and material science. It helped with compiling the report, but there's so much I couldn't understand. Apparently, lots of people are secretly unhappy that Elaine has more research resources than them. But if you ask me, everyone's smarter than me and they should all get along. That way they could make the world a better place. His sister said that some of their friends are joining the Institute. I'm looking forward to meeting them. No obvious symptoms. Joining the lab as new partners, but now I'm even more confused by their conversations. Why is it I can understand every word on its own, but once you string them all together I can't make heads or tails of it? Jacob is really the only one even close to being on the same level as me. I feel ashamed just writing that, as an adult looking for reassurances from a child as young as Jacob. I feel like I've lost all the self-respect an adult should have. Based on their research of prime energy machinery, Elaine and Reen are thinking about trying to use the characteristics of Oisia and Numa. Numa? Oisai? Osai? Oisa? I'm thinking of using the local energy to construct a kinetic core. A few minor symptoms. I may have made a contribution. Well, maybe. I went on a picnic with Elaine, his sister, Reen, and Jacob. It was technically supposed to be field research, but the idea came from Elaine's sister and me. We thought they didn't have any life at all outside their research, so we asked the Institute's director to arrange something. Petrichor is quite boring, but the scenery there is nice. Since you can see the great waterfall. I bought a camera from the Institute and took photos of them. An ancient log, so they had ancient cameras? It doesn't seem right. I hope to do more outings. In the future, I can take more photos of his sister especially. After all, Elaine is always working and can't be with his sister as she grows up. So these photos will come in handy later when he regrets not spending much time with her. Then he'll be able to see how different she was at different times. It won't sting so much. If only my family had enough money for a camera and things didn't go wrong, I'm sure my mom would have taken lots of photos of me. Reen and Jacob like Elaine's sister a lot too. When the four of them hang out, she sometimes acts like an older sister to them, despite being the youngest. It's a really interesting dynamic. Seems to be interested in the ruins and the stone statues here. Reen even mentioned something about a troop of seals. Even though we went out and had a bit of fun once, they were still thinking about research. No obvious symptoms. Took the day off. Elaine's sister came with me came to see me with Jacob. Elaine and Reen couldn't make it because their experiment was at a critical stage. They didn't have to tell me any of that, though. After all, with my limited abilities, that I was able to help at all is already fulfilling. I heard that Elaine and the Institute's director came to see me separately while I was unconscious. I feel bad that they came this way for nothing. I wasn't even awake. Still taking time off, but I hope to get back and help them again soon. I found out they were graduates of the Institute, and that they were really happy. They talked about the director and the vice director, as well as their adventures. And it made me feel like a kid again. The only detail that didn't make sense was the cake the vice director made, because it felt like punishment when we had it. After the disaster, I lost contact with pretty much all my friends. I'm so happy they were able to find each other again. I wonder how my friends are doing. They're probably trying to rebuild the Institute. Next time I'll go check it out. I talked about the thinking machine again. I had an idea about making a thinking camera. What? so that he would take pictures of those precious to him while he's busy. He thought it was kind of pointless. But then it had security and surveillance applications. They did it! The light bulb came on. I was lucky to have recovered in time to witness this historic moment. It's quite a pity, but I hope Reen and Jacob will have the breakthroughs of their own on their own research topics. I also hope they get better assistance than me. No clear symptoms. Took the day off. There were several visits while I was unconscious. It's a shame. All I could do was read the letters they left behind. Jacob left me a note inviting me to his and Reen's lab. There's something they want to talk to me about. I hope I can get out of bed soon. Anne brought flowers for me, but they had already wilted by the time I woke up. I was able to get out of bed today. This is where I first met Elaine. For a time afterwards, my time standing here, I documented the experimental procedures based on his descriptions. He was trying to start the machinery below an ill-fitting lab coat. Reen and Jacob later entered through the door, and Elaine would temporarily forget to act the young genius and rush towards them like an energetic kid. I found myself witness the first successful controlled annihilation reaction. The brilliant light cast a deep, dark shadow, and I believe history was made in that moment. Could someone like me, so excited I knocked over the ink bottle, play a role in such a historical event? Behind the locked door on the other side is Reen and Jacob's lab. It seems access was limited due to the dangerous nature of their research. They're destined to become towering figures in history. I guess Elaine moved to another lab. Based on his plan, once the energy problem is solved, he'll study kinematics. I'll go greet him later. I wonder how Anne is doing now. I wonder what kind of beautiful woman she'll grow up to be. I'll stop writing here. I don't have much time left. I hope everything goes well. Well, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll return in a second. Some of those names were very familiar from past areas and places we've dug around. Oh! Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be right back. I'm afraid this jug has run out. Alright, let's see. That was a lot of reading without anything to drink. Alright, let's see. Claim the No, actually you did post one I haven't claimed yet. Let's see. Let's do that now. Let's see here. Alright. There you go. Yoink. Oh, that's nice. Alright, let's see. Technology is based on the Deshrets. Really? Because it seems like they have their own technology. It didn't look like it was similar to Deshret stuff. Yeah. What is this? What's going on with Twitch?
If you ask me what's the one place you should visit in Nasha Town,
Twitch is
obviously I'm
getting
gonna say
very
Speranza.
excited suddenly.
You know I'm biased, but seriously, you should give it a try. Katya's cooking will not disappoint.
Twitch keeps giving me random gifts. How strange. Must be some kind of promotion going on. Let me see. If you attack the right type of energy shield, but only Fontanian and the Hydro Traveler, how do you tell which type of energy you've got? Oh, right. Also, I need to heal. How will we open that door? Have you tried a crowbar? Hacksaw? A secret society plotting to overthrow the government and research everything. It's a good thing these books are still readable despite all the moisture, huh? Have you tried pushing the water down that cliff? Look, you're raised up above the ocean in all directions. Just cut some slots and let the water fall out faster. Doesn't seem that hard to me. Well, this is quite a shift in attitude here. The mask slips. What have the people of future done for me? What do we owe them? What I said about the flooding might have lacked patriotism and a sense of civic responsibility. Pretty abominable. Sorry for digressing. We should open that door now. Well, let's take a look. We know we'll end up fighting something sooner or later anyway. So I built a team for this. Let me see. So she's got Osai, however you pronounce it. Oops. Okay. Then you've got a small novel written over here for your description. Arc key alignment? Let me try this one. She can switch? How does she switch? What about you? Are you Fontanian? I don't think you're Fontanian. I don't think you're Fontanian at all. Alright. This was actually the Institute of Natural Philosophy. Looks like it's the wrong place after all. But there are things hidden below that I can use against Sunny and the others. I find this man to not be at all suspicious. Not one bit. Okay, stick it in the black hole maybe? No, wait. No? Hold on. Did that work? I have no idea how to interact with you. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have to read this. When attacked by their opposite. Okay.
A dash of frosting!
How about this one? Okay, that didn't work. There's so many things here. Okay, here we go. Your next normal, charged, or plunging attack will release the energy. Okay. So it should be as easy as put this into balance. And then this should just put this into balance, right? Okay. There we go. What kind of lock is that for your door, by the way? That's a really weird thing to tie it to. Alright, I've got these two light bulbs. One of them doesn't have enough electricity in it, so it's dim. The other one is too bright. Now, if somebody balances the electric between them so that they're at the proper wattage, then the door will open. Sir, while you have some interesting ideas about security, perhaps you should just use a lock with a key? Forgive me for asking you this out of the blue, but did either of you ever run into anyone who was looking for me? Or did you tell anyone else about our encounter? Funny thing about the diving suit is, if somebody were to say just poke one hole into it while you're deep under the water, that'd be it for you. So, you know, careful about when and who you double-cross while you're in a diving suit. I can just feel the chronic backstabbing disorder coming off of you, you know. There are many greeting goons who are after the secret treasure, but they're different from us. They're willing to do anything. I've spent a long time hiding from prying eyes, looking for partners I can trust, which is why I turned to two complete strangers like you, my dearest friends. I'm happy you have complete confidence you'll never tell another soul about me. Uh-huh. Well then. Things that are soaked rotten have their wait, what? They're talking too fast. I really think that kind of thing works better when you've got the voice acting, because then you can pay attention to what you're doing and not what's said on screen. I mean, as an anime enjoyer, I've had a lot of experience reading subtitles, and even I'm struggling to keep up. What a nice, friendly crab. It would be terrible if something unfortunate would happen to him.
Off to the breeze! Quietly now.
No, that wasn't overkill. It was a giant crab monster. It was horrifying. Well, I guess that's it. I'm gonna have to jump down into this. Alright, what are we looking at now? Power up. Looks like I need... Ah, yes, you. Definitely feels Subnautica-ish. I don't get it. What do you exactly want me to... Oh, I see. 2 for 1 deal. Okay.
You've earned yourself a reward.
Okay. I need to find another key.
A dash of frost!
We certainly have a way with those mecha. You know, after you've watched me literally turn 2 death machines into a pile of screws and scrap metal, you should probably consider carefully who you've accompanied. It's a lot cheaper to hire a human than buy a clockwork mecha. Oh, really? all waters lead to Fontaine. All the people of the world should come witness our glory. Do people really say that? Of course they do. I'll still never forget frickin' I think it was in Les Mis, where he's talking about how the air is so much freer in France. This is better in France. That is better in France. It's like, okay, yeah, Anywhere else, the street urchins would be criminals, but in France, the air makes them good-hearted, good-natured. It's like, what are you talking about, man? What are you on about? Oops. You know what? I'm gonna go back and check. I feel like I might have missed some stuff over here. I feel like when I do finally get my treasure compass, this place is gonna be a more difficult area to search. Ah, I see. I need the power of a crab. I must develop crab powers. You're not a key. Okay, I guess I didn't miss much.
Merciless.
I mean, that seems like a pretty nice place. Nobody wants to come down here and live here? It's a bit of a swim, but that just makes it more secure. Look at all this. Oh my gosh, it's another ancient log. We'll come back to that in a second.
Treasure buried in time.
And you're gonna go wandering that way. Alright, let's go read the ancient log.
Off to the freezer!
Following Guillotine's instructions, the research went well. We've created a clockwork mecha that can release energy. To be honest, we no longer need to call it a clockwork machine, as it doesn't rely on elastic potential. It'll be compelling to see what results we achieve next from kinematics. There's no way old-fashioned clockwork mecha can withstand such power output. Even young geniuses must stumble now and then. The thought of using this sort of unstable energy source is impressive. Though we have long absorbed those unique energies in Fontaine's atmosphere, water, and organisms, it has always been regarded as a latent threat rather than a potential resource. Aren't there a few young geniuses too many nowadays? The director is pleased, sure, but won't someone spare a thought for us ordinary people? I mean, not all of us are as simple-minded as Sherbius. It received a very high rating. If the patent were to be granted, the potential financial gain would be considerable. However, I decided to decline the opportunity because the machine was practically all Guillotine's work, and I could take no credit there. My family was quite angry about it, but as an engineer, one must have at least a little dignity and self-awareness. Still making improvements, the output efficiency has increased. Seems to have been specifically recruited. That's good. Had he continued that line of research, who knows what horrors he might have unleashed. I'm not quite following this bit. At this stage, we have to pull out. The director says everyone has been given a position in research resources after reconstruction. But I'm afraid if it were me, I would use this as an excuse for a major shakeup. People like me won't get recalled anyway. Never mind, I've been pretty happy these past few days. I guess I'll consider it my retirement. I'll go to the city, open a small workshop, preparing watches for folks. Cameras too, right? I'll see if I can make a waterproof clock. With the way things are going, I might make a killing in the future.
Goose on the loose!
Have you ever just considered installing a floor drain at the bottom of the lake? Well, we're looking for a key. I thought it might be something like that. This looked like an elevator to me. You sure the flooding's recent when you literally have a device using water to be an elevator? Alright. Oh.
Busted. Annihilate. You've earned yourself a reward.
I had so much trouble collecting all those meshing gears that I needed. And now it's just like, oh hey look, some free gears. I don't really need those anymore. So part of me is like, oh joy, I found meshing gears. And the sensible part of me is like, yeah, that doesn't matter anymore. I don't know how to destroy them. But wait a minute. Ah! Oh. Arr! Well, see, now I can go back to the beginning and deal with that first problem. I see. I also don't need these barrel conches anymore, but...
A treasure buried in time.
are suspicions of some sort of association or group activity among the leaders, with the so-called master involved. Whilst they are very vigilant towards external investigations, there is currently no evidence of aggression or any invasive nature, so the case is not being pursued through official investigative channels. Objectives remain unclear. The further investigation is required. There's a reason to suspect that the Institute may be the hub of these activities.
A little amuse-bouche. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Ha, ha, yeah.
No drops. Isn't there a key back a previous area that I needed to get? Also,
Fearless.
Also, I seem to have passed by something right around here. Where is it? There's an Oculus here. Brina, it's one of your Oculuses. You help me find it. This looks like a dead end. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, this is infuriating. Where be it? I wonder if there's another floor below this one. Did you just jump out of the water? And land on your head? Well, at least you didn't land on anything important. Alright. It's a big one. According to my research, this is where the treasure vault should be. The riches we seek should be within. The truly wealthy do not flaunt in anything as shallow as appearances. Real treasure. The real treasure was the friends you made along the way. I was about to say the real treasure is not easily revealed, but sure, why not? So wise and philosophical. And I'm convinced beyond a shadow of doubt the treasure's hidden in this room. Let's find it. Okay. Well, let's look. The all-powerful holy sword that can pierce through armor and destroy the soul itself. Alright. Alright, now. Well. First thing to do is search all the shelves. Oh, here's some treasure. Oh, hey, look, here's some more. See, he was right. The place is full of treasure. Look, here's some treasure here. A mushroom. You can't find those just anywhere, you know? Uh-oh. Invisible wall. Alright, wakey wakey. Something goes out of control, breaks, something else, something, so damage can be controlled. I never realized they had individual toes. What would be the point of giving them individual toes? I was kind of expecting to get into a fight with that thing, but okay. It seems the ordinary Dari machines can no longer satisfy him. As a result, the director used national resources to attain something truly horrifying. Rumor has that someone was nearly killed. I hope this will help him achieve his research objectives. They even got some rare Dari mechanical parts being studied by Sumeru researchers as part of the package. Things went out of control a third time. Guillotine may be willing to risk his life. That doesn't mean the rest of us feel the same. I came up with an emergency damage control strategy. And I hope we won't need to use it before he finishes his kinematic research. However, given his personality, it seems unlikely he'll ever truly complete that research. It seems that his experiments in the machines are intended to create a mechanical dog as proof of his accomplishments in kinematics and material science. It's actually a good idea. It could be showcased to the city, and the creature is much more personable and likable compared to the automated turret next to the door. At least he lived long enough to be poached by the hunters. It wasn't easy for us to survive this long either. But what will we do with this blasted crazy killing machine that can repair itself? Well, that's a problem for future generations. Oh? A regenerating deathbot? How about we put that on the next banner? I wouldn't mind recruiting one of those into my team. Oh wait, we already have one of those that's going to be on a banner soon in Sandrone. Right, of course. There's a glass wall with a bunch of water. Wait, that's supposed to be glass? Alright. Well, I want to go in there. No, let's break the glass. Hey, Jill, what's going on? I screwed up. It was only during the expedition that I realized this wasn't the former grounds, but rather the ruins of the Institute of Natural Philosophy. There's no treasure here, but lots of experiments on machinery and energy. Now, my dearest friends, another experiment shall begin. I will return after the conclusion of the experiment to collect the treasures you're sure to leave behind. Ah, don't worry, I'll put them to good use. so you know, and still decided to step into my trap? You're the kind of person I despise the most. So arrogant and disdainful. You blasted fools will treat me like an idiot. Even a couple foreign hill. Whatever. According to the records here, that machine is a special rune grader. No matter how good you are, even if you could handle rune guards, you're only flesh and bone. As to what makes it special, I'll leave that you to find that out in your own good time. Okay.
Fearless.
Somewhat uncooperative research subject.
The pinnacle of excellence. Strike a pose. Here comes the catch. Time to shine. Another star goes out.
What, you're just not going to take damage during this time?
Extinguished. A burst of flavor.
I mean, it's not like it can even do anything. Why should I break the... Alright, well, fine. We'll break the glass wall. Well, I don't see why I don't just remove the thing's limbs. Take one of its legs off. Then another. And so on. He didn't put us in any danger that I can tell. Well, it's nice that I can fast swim as long as I want right now. Wow, what's this over here? Fly through all the wings. So I swim through all the rings. Oh, oh. Alright. Fontaine is just full of treasure. Unexploited treasure. Alright, could I get a clue as to where that guy's gonna be? Oh. I think the quest ended. I think it just ended and we don't know where he went. We'll find him again No doubt. Are those people looking for Virgil over there? They could be. People he's betrayed in the past. Alright, first things first. You there. I have done it! Okay, reputation gain. Oh, look, we got some nice stuff. Wonder what this is. Already owned will be converted into a pile of Mora. How did I already get the crystal fly trap anyway? Wind-powered wind generator? A strong lifting force for wind gliding. Let's see. Actually, this is the most disappointing set of reputation rewards I've seen. Huh. Anyway, this is the critically important thing that I'm going to be pushing towards, as always. But now I've got the ability to run bounties and requests, so that should help me get there. Alright. Unfortunately, we've only got half an hour left. We need to think about what we're doing. We have options. We could try to continue following the quest. I mean, there's no reason not to. I don't think we can do another Archon quest today. I think we'll have to wait till tomorrow on that. There's no rush on any of the timed events either, that I can tell. This one, I can't even tell if this one is timed. And we've got a month on this one, so no worries there. This one's got pictures of Nahida and stuff. I think I was told I needed to do a different quest first. Something. Well, I guess we can chase after Virgil. Let's do that. It was a cool place, but we need a resolution. Hello there! This is a most serendipitous meeting, wouldn't you agree, my dear Luca? Apologies, look at me beginning a conversation without even introducing myself. I'm Sonny, the one they sometimes call the White Glove. And this is my friend Luca! Well, I'm just gonna pretend he's a fisherman, even though he's an obvious warrior. He's pretty famous. My knowledge of you is much like the knowledge of the Chief Justice. In other words, I knew of you, but you did not know of me. With your fame and accomplishments, it's only natural that news of your arrival would reach us as soon as you stepped out on Fontaine. Sir... on. Did I talk to the right guy? I don't think I talked to the right guy. You don't seem like you're related to Virgil. Fontaine's waters is full of priceless treasures left by nature and our ancestors alike. Oh, okay, maybe it is. Heard you made a good friend recently. Went on a dive with him. Your powers were such that you didn't even need to use any diving equipment. Yes, we want to ask about Virgil. Oh, you must be the bad guys he warned us about. Right. I'm not supposed to tell you where he is. Why do you keep applauding me? I'm even more relieved you don't consider Virgil to be your friend. If you two saw him as a friend, things would have been awkward. I have many friends and not a single enemy. Virgil is just one of my many friends. And speaking of Virgil, it's about time we had a serious talk with him. Of course, this is also so we can get back at him for what he's done to you. It's the least we can do for our honored guests, don't you think? We found the stronghold of Virgil and the rest of his friends. Why don't we meet up with him there? Alright. And where is this spot we're supposed to meet up? Oh my gosh, where is the quest? Oh no. It's gotta be here somewhere, right? Shit, there are too many Fontaine quests. Can't be either of those. Where do you want me to go? Mark it on my map. You can't just tell me to meet you and not tell me where to meet you.
The weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Read the messages in the pub next to the sewers? Is that what I need to do? That doesn't sound right. I need to clear all this crap out of my inventory. That's probably what we should do tomorrow. Rather than the Archon quest, I should probably close every single thing in here. I don't know what the quest's name is. Yeah, that's all Natlan stuff. Got this one random Inazuman treasure that looks really good. I really need to go do that. Here we go, Fontainian message. Why wasn't that tagged before? Okay. Yeah, I have to clear this crap out of my quest log. That should be the goal tomorrow, and then we can do more, stuff. Excuse me, what kind of power is that? Well, it's mine now. Fading Veteran, the Grand Fleet's Gravekeeper? Is that your name? think I'm fighting a local legend. Is he just invisible? Oh, he's just been invisible this whole time. That's why I couldn't find him. So we're playing Marco Polo. You're very fast. Gotcha. Got him. Sonar beam. How do you move around so much? You're moving way too fast. No, I see you. I see you. Moving, aiming, and spotting the enemy at the same time is tough. Alright. Treasure. Neat. Alright. I guess we're going down this tunnel. Having new unexplored territory to go into. Completely different from everything else. Quick, get out of fishing net. This is a lot of free fish. She does, she jumps out of the water like a dolphin. This is the stronghold. I might not be able to hold myself back from this shipment of synth. Is somebody still making that stuff? Shipment took us an arm and a leg to get. Virgil have no mercy if you take it without his permission. It would appear that my dear friend Virgil hasn't returned to the stronghold yet. We can still have a chat with these guys, however.
Another test subject. That tingle?
A dash of frosting!
Shower me with grit!
Suffocate.
Surge!
Should ice my hammer.
Oh, hey, Virgil's here. Our reliable partner. You know, for once, our companions seem to be doing a ton of damage. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's my water elementals. It's all a misunderstanding. We only got in this business because we heard there was more to be made. Since the higher-ups didn't agree, we figured we could earn the money first. I have no complaints against the organization, not at all. Oh, I was also getting tricked by these crooks. This is the only reason I did something so foolish. So are you gonna feed him to the fishes, one piece at a time? Really? Oh, we just wanted to tell him, how dare you, and then we just walk away after the apology? He tried to kill people. He probably has killed people. We're going to have a long and very serious chat with him. Okay. As long as these two aren't actually criminals secretly recruiting him into their thing. But I think he's a traitor to their organization. That's what I'm getting the vibe of. Is there anything you care about other than money? Where's your pride? Well, when are you gonna start with the beatings? You're just giving him a tongue lashing? Weak. He'll totally be murdering people again in a few days. Steak tartar. This is actually a decent healing item. Where'd it go? Ah, it's a 3-star. If it wasn't for the eggs, I'd say this was a... But that's a lot of egg. Egg is an important ingredient. Oh, hey, dog.
Strike a pose!
Alright. Well then... Ah, there it is. That does appear to be a tricky one. Actually, it doesn't look so bad. If you ask about Virgil, he gives you 4 fish. Okay, that didn't seem to work. Well. So they give him another chance here, and then he doesn't... He makes the same mistakes again, huh? Alright. Well then. Is this gonna send me all the way back through the path we just swam up? Well, we did open a few chests today. Let's visit the fountain. I'm pretty sure there's no way I have enough Oculuses, though. Maybe we should try tagging some of these. There's a lot of them. Let's start by going over here. It's possible that I have enough now for the first.
Merciless.
I do! Here you go! I'm gonna pour some of this in so you can better torture that one guy. There you go. Always glad to get fragile resin. That's artifacts right there. And an quaint feint or two. You know what? I have enough that I could do a pull. I do need more 5-star characters from this stuff. That I could do with the journey and temper yourself. Temper thyself and journey far. Why not? Nope, we only got a purple. Oh, hey, you. Oh, cool, you got a thingy. Yeah, the rest of this is junk. Oh, well. That's something, at least. If I should ever decide to level her up. Funny thing is, I think she's more useful than her Oni friend. Ah, jeez. I got too many characters. It gets hard to find people now. Oh wait, there she is. So if I ever use you, you now have 50% increased AoE on something or another. Neat. Next. For my next trick. Yeah, I'm sure we'll go back there at some point. I'm just out of time for today. No, wait, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, it's this one. It's actually kind of getting close. I'm almost there. For the first one. That doesn't look anything like the Archon that we're looking at. Alright, and you want a sewage adventure. Let's see. Do I even have a... Is this... I don't want to trigger the next Archon thing, so I don't want to, I don't want to touch that or get too close to it. Probably better wait till tomorrow for messing around down here. Probably. Alright, any last second thing to do? I can't think of anything. This is actually a good amount of stuff, but we could get more. We will get more. But yeah, all of that is going to go into the moment that Stygian Onslaught becomes available. I'm going to pour all that into artifacts. That'll be next weekend. Second floor corridor? I'm not entirely sure where that means. I don't know where that is.
Your most circumvent, my dear.
Oh, we found him. We just bumped right into him. Hope something so regrettable won't happen again. Right, are you interested in fishing? There's all sorts of fish that make fishing truly rewarding. Jamie seems to have his own more tedious pursuits. Still, I'm certain that you understand, am I right? Here's a fresh catch. Please take it. Sorry to interrupt you. It's just that I really wanted to share this novel fun of exercising with you. There's always something unpleasant to deal with, but that's Fontaine for you. Well, so much for so much. Alright, so until next time and every time, this is Hadrix signing off. Tomorrow's goals. The top first most important goal is clean out this one, this one, this one, I guess this one, and this one. And that'll only leave the pile of Natlin quests to annoy me every time I open my quest log. As well as a couple that are just, seriously, what the hell? What's wrong with this quest? Anyway. So. Bye.